accepting beneficial and rejecting harmful. This is a tough one, my father admitted. It means willingly giving up something which we may not like to give up, like a destructive habit, and accepting something which we may not like to accept, like a rigorous daily practice, for the satisfaction of Krishna. Can you give me an example from your own life? I asked. He was quiet for a moment. When I was initiated, I had to give up eating meat. I loved barbecue, I really loved it. For the first few months, I dreamed about ribs. He laughed. But I did it because Prabhupada explained that we cannot claim to be compassionate while paying for violence against animals. And you know what? After a while, I didn't miss it. My consciousness changed. What seemed like sacrifice became freedom. 7. Residing in a sacred place of pilgrimage. Places like Vrindavana or Dvaraka in India are mentioned specifically. These are places where Krishna performed his pastimes, and the land itself is invested with spiritual potency. But for most Western practitioners, this means choosing to live in or regularly visit places, creating spaces in your home that are infused with transcendental energy. Accepting only what is necessary. This principle is about dealing with the material world only as far as required without excess. One should not accept more than necessary if serious about devotional service. My father's voice became more serious. This applies especially to vows. If you vow to chant a certain number of mantras daily, you keep that vow. If you cannot complete it one day, you make it up the next day. Failing to strictly follow a fixed vow is considered an offense, not because God is punishing you, but because you're undermining your integrity. 9. Observing the fasting day on Ekadasi. This occurs twice a month on the 11th day of waning and waxing moon. Devotees fast throughout the whole day and continuously chant the glories of the Lord. Why fasting? I asked. It's a physical discipline that supports spiritual focus. When you're not preoccupied with eating, your consciousness naturally becomes more subtle. You notice things you normally miss. 10. Worshipping sacred trees. Specifically, the Tulasi tree is mentioned. In Vedic culture, trees are considered sacred because they provide shade, oxygen, fruit. They're generous without asking for anything in return. Worshipping them cultivates gratitude and reverence for life itself. My father closed the book. If the neophyte devotee sincerely observes these 10 principles, they are sure to make good advancement in Krishna consciousness quickly. That's the promise.